And welcome back to part 3 where we just left off out of this thing here. I'm gonna go ahead and we're on how to make uh, um, categories. Now, what you do is that if you are an administrator, if you have admin rights or able to create new categories in the back end services, then you're gonna go down here, go down to category, and then you can make new categories. So we have top 40 songs, top 10, power, golden hours, not invitation, and Christmas songs. And now if you want to add new one, you can just hit that, and you can put, for example, EDM. Let me put the actual name for it. It's electronic. Okay, let's actually put something like reggae. No, not reggae. Yeah, reggae. So this will be like Hawaiian songs, and then we hit OK. And also top 40. Make sure top 40. And if you want to make default categories, you can go ahead and hit default categories. That's gonna make top 40 the default category. Power is like top 40 but not top 40. It's just songs that are pop but not, I don't know, I don't understand. So I'm just gonna rename this to pop, since I don't understand. So pop music, and we should be good to go for how to make categories. And next up is the era. Era is basically what year it came from. So you can, if you have a station that plays multiple years of songs, or you can set new year. For example, 2010, 2009, 80, 90, 50, 40, 30. Works like that. And then finally, in the channel section, this is where you can add a channel, like another channel, but you need to have a media node, or you gotta have like something connected to it for it to actually just do anything. So you can rename this to whatever you want. For example, I can say Studio 1, Studio A, whatever. You can name it if you want to, but I am not renaming it. So we're gonna back off of it, and then we're gonna go down to the studio next. Studio is the same thing, but you can make studio names. And also here, you can also see it says minimum cached time slot. This tells you how many events there are left. And finally, in the administration unit, we can go down to folder management. This is where you can make the folder groups. So actual, you have audio, cultural news. You can put basically your scripts in here, but like I said, you can do it if you want to. You don't have to, but again, you can. And here, music is where you can add all your music: new age, popular, traditional, and world. If you hit the plus, that expands it. And if you hit add, you can make a new folder. For example, let's name it. You can name it whatever you want. You're gonna put the owner username. I'm gonna put admin, and then I'm gonna put admin group, and then I'm gonna put save. That's gonna make that folder here. I don't want that folder actually. I'm just gonna delete it. Okay, and now we also have other things here too. You also have you also have you also have profile access management. This is basically where you can, if you are a super admin like I am, this is where you can set up who does what, who can do what, change the password and stuff. And you can make other accounts as well, and set up the rules. There's a lot of rules to this, so it's very, 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 very customizable. This is why we like this thing. There's also a guest profile too. If you don't want anybody touching the controls. And finally, here you have organization. This is where you can make a company or something, or you can add like a group or another company of some others. And finally, you have classification. This is your kind of like, what is it, like the subject of the thing. You can make new ones, and you can also add new ones as well. But yeah, we don't use that. And also, finally, in the metadata field customization, this is where you can basically add. Uh, this is like kind of like small kind coding, like the scripts. You don't really need to modify that, since there's no really. You probably break something. And finally, in the users, and here you go. You can, for example, uh, you you can make new users. Here's how to make the new users again. And then also, of course, the profile and access management is how you do that. So in the users, you make a new user. You can name it whatever you want, and then in the profile access management, make a new profile, and then you can select what you want him to do and whatever and stuff. And finally, in the administration settings, we have the unit management. This is all of our media nodes, the ones that actually do the processing, the media audio, and how it can switch from the remote website version to a live feed or a mixer in the studio. And here we have plugins. If you have any plugins you want to add, you can if you want to, but you can't really. They would have to probably add it for you. And connections is where you can basically add new and disconnect and reconnect the things, the media node. And then finally, here we have playout history. This is all of our stuff that it got played out on all of our stations. And finally, we have now playing information, and this tells you what is playing right now in the song. It doesn't tell you. Yeah, this is the song that is playing right now. Finally, we are ended with that unit. And here we go. You can record if you want to. You can record a audio if you want to. That's if you want to record it. But like I said, I'm not creepy like that. So I am not recording it and stuff. So yeah, that's a basic overview of how the administration settings work and how to make new profiles and new genres and new things like that. Thanks for watching today's demo, part 3, and I'll see you in part 4.